So here we are, another day of pride, pomp and polarisation as two tribes representing London and Manchester collide. Arsenal and Manchester United, of course, undoubtedly two of the most illustrious clubs in the English game, recent history perhaps notwithstanding. Whatever the stakes though, these matches are never dull, so strap in. Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester. Genuinely a heavyweight contest, North against South, London against Manchester. It is tribal.
You can always count on there being something dramatic happening when these two come together. But there have been a fair share of grinds too. I'm expecting both sides to try and maximise their attacking threat, because when you look back over the years, the potency has been the big factor with these two teams, and always a hard one to call, but never far from exciting.
Number 24.
Manchester United have opted to go 3-4-3 by the looks of it here, Jim.
Yeah, it's one of these systems, Peter, where the front three are obviously the headline makers, but the back three have considerable responsibility and pressure on them. So a strong voice is needed to keep everyone switched on to their defensive duties. Everybody has to kind of play their part in getting behind the ball at times, and it's not always done because the focus is very offensive.
There's the whistle. Shaw. Looking to play him in. Saliba calmly anticipates. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
I really like the look of Marino here, Peter, because he's such an effective shield in front of the defence, and his main role will be to quash any threats from midfield. He'll then be looking to quickly get his team on the front foot, picking out those killer passes, which leads to so many chances.
Yes, he'd be my pick too. It's going to be all about how they get the best out of him. And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. Shaw. Bruno Fernandes. Casemiro. Looking for the run. Ahmad. Ahmad's cross. Punched away. Goes for goal! Just wouldn't stay down for him.
Unsurprisingly, he's been quick to apologise. If you lean backwards, the results are normally high and wide.
I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
And that's another throw. Crosses it in. Cross deflected behind for a corner. Manchester United are looking to go forward now. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Pass somewhat off target. Bruno Fernandes, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. That's a shade optimistic. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Zubimendi. Still goalless at the moment. Into the channel. Martinelli providing an outlet on that flank. And he's been shifted off it. De Ligt is there and he can get that clear. Merino. A chance for a shot! That was superb goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, that's clever. Timber with the clearance. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
That's a decent clearance. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Applies the finish! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Hoyland! And the ball's come loose here. And now they can spring out of defence. Zubimendi. Played into space out wide. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. He knew what was coming, that's a yellow card. Arsenal applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
And there are so much of them, but of course, the returns can be terrific. Saliba, and it's slung out wide. And it's Rice. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. And there's his chance to lead the counter. He's in plenty of space here. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Now it's Marino. Picked out brilliantly. And that'll be the last act of the first half. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings.
Today, everybody, to make sure
So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0.
Everyone, please welcome our players to the field. Substitution for Manchester United, number 9.
There's the start of the second half.
Coming on the field is
0-0,
number 10.
and we're at the halfway point. Manchester United do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
Madueke, foot in. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost... Oh, he's been caught napping! Threads one in. And That pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Manchester United clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Can he get on the end of this? Raya breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Zubimendi. Now it's Martinelli, in with the challenge. Still absolutely nothing to report here, goals-wise. Great defending, strong and determined. Just the keeper to beat! And the finish! And he hits the net! The breakthrough arrives at last! The breakaway clinical and clean, and the finish unerring.
Yeah, well, the opposition had plenty of warning here, Peter. Look at how quick they were going the other way. Exactly what you need when you're playing on the counter-attack.
The attendance for this
Arsenal
match was
have penetrated for the first time.
Look, you can't deny that it's a blow, but this game is far from unsalvageable.
Šeško. Now it's Maciej Cunha. Always onto this. That's going to go a long way. And they're back on the ball again.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, there'll be no accusations of a lack of effort. They're giving as good as they get when it comes to chances.
Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Onana claims it, and the danger passes. Diogo Dalot. Maciej Cunha. Manchester United perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution.
Yeah, and I think if you're looking for change in a tight game like this, Peter, it's all about getting the timing right.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 30, Šeško. Number 16, Ahmad. Number 2, Diogo Dalot. Number 18, Casemiro. Coming on the field.
No, that's been easily repelled.
Zirkzee.
It's
Number
Mainu.
21,
Oh,
Anthony.
it's a promising build-up, this.
Number
Plenty of
31,
really nice passing.
Jadon Sancho.
Defending
Number
of the
37,
desperate variety.
Mainu. Substitution.
Manchester United really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Trossard picks it up out wide. Nice control. Trossard's cross. Bruno Fernandes getting this one clear. Now it's Rice. Nice interception, well timed. And he's there to get it away. Gabriel. And that was nowhere near his best. But there's going to be another change here.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Time is running out here.
All they need is one big chance, and it may do the trick.
He's found a way through. And it's been played through. Real chance! He can get that clear.
Manchester United really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Shaw cuts it out.
There will be 3
Menu.
minutes added time.
Muscular approach does pay off here. And that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him. You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Chance! And with that, the final whistle. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable, sometimes unwatchable for those with a vested interest. So there it is. What struck you most about that?
Well, you can never predict the results of these games, as your usual indicators like form become pretty irrelevant. It's a tough one to take, but these players